Hi, we are Monstercat, and you are watching the AU review.
Welcome to the AU offices.
Thank you for having us.
We were just saying that you've been in town for a little while. I understand you're recording down here.
Yeah, we are recording at Studios 301 with our producer Tim Carr. It's the new album. We are looking to release it sometime February next year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the first time we're producing an album in Sydney, and we are super excited.
Is it your first full-length record?
It's our first full length. We released our EP in 2011.
And did you record that at home?
Yeah, that was done in Singapore.
So what brought you here? Was it just because you wanted to work with the producer?
It was a mix of wanting to work with Tim, and it was also a large part of it was wanting to kind of get out of Singapore and try something somewhere else to see what kind of results we would get. Yeah.
Did you write here as well, or do you have the songs ready to go by the time you got here? What was that process?
Yeah, we actually did too much homework. I think we kind of overworked the songs, and a lot of what Tim did was kind of help put it together and kind of reduce as well. Yeah.
So, was there anything though that you feel kind of encapsulates your time in Australia per se? Is there, or is it still a record that relates to home and to Singapore?
Right. I think it's a good kind of in between mix. For the first time, we were able to kind of really bunker down in one place and really just focus on the music. And I think we couldn't have done that anywhere other than here.
Yeah.
And I think that adds a lot to
I think
the music.
The way things were run was really professional, and it helped us focus and settle down and just really focus on ironing out the kinks in our songs.
Yeah.
You're playing a couple of shows this weekend.
Yeah.
In Sydney and Melbourne.
Sydney and Melbourne.
How did the other shows you play go, and what can we expect from the shows this weekend?
It was pretty cool. We played one show at the Flinders, which was a really gnarly kind of hole in the wall kind of place, which was cool, like getting that kind of a true blue Australian pub kind of experience. Yeah, and we are playing Brighton Up Bar this Wednesday, and we are playing Bar 291 in Melbourne on Friday. So we are super looking forward to that. It's our last two shows, so we're going all out. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be a real party, I think. Yeah.
I imagine we'll get a taste of the full-length record.
Yeah, we'll be playing a mix of new songs and old songs. So exciting.
The type of music you play, I mean, it's a bit of folk, a bit of rock, a good mix of everything.
Yeah.
Where do you feel that you fit within the Singapore scene? Because from my experience there, it's quite eclectic. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. There's quite a lot going on, even though it's a small scene. There are lots of different bands. That's, I think, maybe the interesting thing, because I think the Singapore scene allows you to kind of do whatever you want to do in a way. You're not really pigeonholed into a box, so to speak. And I think that's maybe what makes Singapore music unique. Yeah.
Are there any other great bands, that you'd love to see kind of come down to Australia and supported here from your hometown?
Yeah, shout out to Charlie Lim, who actually has quite a big fan base in Melbourne. Shout out to Weish, The Observatory. Yeah, one of our favorite bands from back home. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to hear the full record. I got to listen to the EP and I really enjoyed it. So I really hope it all goes well for you. And I can't imagine it's not that long of a flight. I can't imagine we won't see you back in Australia sometime soon.
Yeah, we would love to be back to play more extensively. I think this time around we were really focused on just making the record, but hopefully we'll have time to come back and just play.
Fantastic. Well, thank you guys for your time.
Thanks, Larry.
We'll see you very soon.